Hello, I'm Ryma, and this is She Powers Sustainability, where we dive into the stories of incredible women changemakers who are redefining industries for a more sustainable future in the United Arab Emirates. In today's episode, we delve into sustainable consumerism and ethical fashion with two pioneering entrepreneurs, Nadia Al Shimmari, who is founder of Hello&GoodBuy, and Habiba Abdulrahman, who's founder of Trashion Kenya, but also the Fashion Revolution UAE ambassador. Hello, ladies, and welcome.
Thank you.
Now, of course, sustainable consumerism and ethical fashion are gaining momentum globally. In the UAE, a significant shift is underway, with consumers becoming more eco-conscious. A recent study has also shown that about 52% of consumers in the UAE and in Saudi Arabia prefer to buy only from companies that are socially and environmentally responsible. Now, of course, making sustainability mainstream requires innovative solutions, and it also requires a shift in mindsets. And that's exactly what our guests today are working towards. Nadia and Habiba are shaping the future of sustainable shopping and fashion in the UAE, and they're also proving that conscious choices can be stylish, impactful, and accessible. Now, let us bring both our guests together for a broader conversation about sustainable consumerism and ethical fashion in the UAE. Nadia and Habiba, hearing both of your perspectives has been truly insightful and inspiring. We're now going to take a step back and look at the bigger picture of sustainability in the UAE. We all know that the UAE's unique culture and environment play a crucial role in shaping its sustainability practices. How do you think that these factors influence the approach to sustainability here in the UAE?
I think that with the government constantly pushing for more sustainability laws, like more environmental friendly initiatives, as a consumer, you can't ignore sustainable lifestyle anymore. So small businesses like mine, like Hello&GoodBuy, like Habiba's initiative as well, there is no way for people not to be aware about us anymore, because the government is doing so much for pushing a more sustainable approach. Like, it's the only way. We do have a crisis on hand, and every single step in the right direction counts. So I think sustainable living, it's such a buzzword right now. In a few years, it's just going to be the norm. And anyone can do it. Like, for example, I grew up with always turning off the light when I leave a room. To me, it's crazy that that's not the norm for everyone, but it's becoming the norm. So these things, the cultural differences, which we obviously have a lot of here in the UAE, they're going to reach a point where it's all going to be united in a more sustainable approach, because our government is doing such a fantastic informative work about saying, okay, these are the eco-friendly alternatives to this and this and that. So sustainable lifestyle just becomes lifestyle eventually.
Very, very interesting. I think, yes, we are very lucky to be in such a progressive and inclusive environment that really focuses on such important initiatives. What about you, Habiba?
I would say when I came to the UAE, I was very inspired, with my with my Islamic background. I was very inspired first, by how the men wear the kandura, that in itself is sustainable. And also the culture in itself in the UAE, there's that sustainable aspect of it that people sometimes maybe, they don't realize this is sustainable, because if when I'm wearing an abaya or someone is wearing an abaya and they have like a few abayas in their closet, that is a way also of practicing sustainability in when it comes to fashion. But also we have to agree that the UAE is multicultural. Like, people like us, we're all from different nations, we have all different nationalities, we're from different countries, and that's where cultural differences stakeholders can come in, and we can all agree that if we tap into our creativity and into our cultures and just be sustainable through that, we can all embrace that here in the UAE and encourage each other to practice sustainability based off of that. And also different organizations, like I've mentioned, and brands also have government backing when it comes to secular, when it comes to circularity. For example, the other, like last year, was it last year? Sorry, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I'll mention. For example, most recently, I was invited to Landmark Group's Life initiative, which is a great initiative when you look at it. Okay, I'll just include that. So, for example, that's a big example of how big companies are actually encouraging circularity when it comes to the fashion industry. So if we have giants like the Landmark Group in the apparel industry, practicing sustainability and taking that initiative, that means that there is progress here. And together, if we all look up to sustainability and how the government is also taking strides in ensuring that sustainability is in the agenda and ensuring that sustainability is in the agenda, then that means that we will all be encouraged to be sustainable. And I see the movement, I see the passion, I see the community, and not only that, I see the intention is there to be sustainable. So the progress is there, and we look forward towards a more sustainable future when it comes to fashion here in the UAE. There's a possibility that sustainability is growing in the fashion industry in the UAE.
There's definitely a possibility, and we are all looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Habiba. Now, as we know, collaboration often amplifies impact.
Yes.
Have you two ever worked together before, or have you considered partnering with other women in the field? And what kind of partnership do you envision?
So Habiba and I actually know each other
through
collaboration. I too was a part of I am a part of Fashion Revolution UAE. Last year I was one of the speakers. I was one of the Hello&GoodBuy was one of the sponsors. So it really goes to show how collaboration in any community is extremely strong. At Hello&GoodBuy, we are collaborating across borders as well. We have an initiative where with every donated item, because we get a lot of donations as well, so with every donated item, the profit is funding girls' education in developing countries, which is something we are extremely proud of. It's a small change, but it's a change regardless. It means that with our initiative, with our collaboration, girls are now getting education. 3 years in, we've funded 12 girls that are now going to school. We support small businesses in Hello&GoodBuy. Next week, we are turning 3. And we've made a shout out to our sustainable community, saying we're going to have a sustainable raffle that with every ticket sold, we are going to be planting a tree. And we're getting so many lovely, sustainable, homegrown UAE businesses that are saying, oh, I'd love to give a prize of these kind of things. So there's a power in collaboration. We can lift each other. We can help. When you have a platform, you can really help other small businesses get a bigger target, they reach a bigger target. It's a lot like, I know this person that is doing these kind of things. So as a community, we help each other grow a lot. That was a lot of nonsense.
No, it wasn't. I just love how we're talking a lot about community awareness, and because this is all coming together under like more of a holistic approach.
But again, it goes back to the government. This year, it's the year of community, and
Exactly.
small business owners. Thank you.
Exactly.
Really, just thank you for seeing.
And it's such a beautiful continuation to 2 years of sustainability.
Absolutely, yes.
So,
the government is so supportive. It's amazing.
Habiba, what about you? Do you want to tell us a little bit more about some of your collaborations with other women in the field?
Yes, actually, collaboration is very exciting, and I believe that that's where we all need to come together to drive the sustainable fashion movement. For me, my creativity is where I provide as a source of inspiration when it comes to sustainable fashion, and collaboration is key when it comes to different sustainable fashion initiatives or just sustainability in general. And so, for example, like today I'm wearing this outfit made from silk. It's a Japanese made kimono, and you can wear it as an abaya, like you've seen how
absolutely gorgeous
today. It's really gorgeous.
Stunning.
And it's made by Japanese women, and the brand is locally it's here locally. It's Goshopia, and I collaborate with her, for example, to showcase that these are some of the alternative options that you can find as a sustainable fashion option here in the UAE. And if you allow me, I'll also share my bag that I'm also wearing. And so this is Veganology as well. It's a brand that I've been collaborating with a lot as a sustainable fashion advocate. This is made from vegan leather, which is recycled plastic waste, and they're being innovative. So this is also part of the innovation that we're talking about, but also collaboration on how we can come together as a community, as creatives, as designers, as brands, and bring sustainable fashion to the public and promote conscious consumerism. So for me, that's how I look at collaboration. As Nadia said, during Fashion Revolution Week every year, we come together as a community, and different brands, different professionals, different people from different backgrounds, and professionals, creatives come together to showcase their talents to drive sustainability, in the UAE. And I would say, like we've all mentioned, this is the year of community in the UAE, and it just goes to show how much collaboration is important to drive sustainability.
Wow, thank you so much, Habiba. Really, I wanted to also highlight it's not only impactful, sustainable, and community-driven. It's also stylish. I love it.
And that's the whole point when it comes to collaboration, is using different talents and different creatives to now showcase how you want it to be showcased, like how you can use a model to showcase a sustainable fashion design that can be worn by different people, and this is how you can now make sustainable fashion look stylish and actually be something that people can adopt. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you, Habiba. Thank you, Nadia. Let us wrap up this insightful conversation with something practical. If you could encourage every UAE resident today to adopt one simple change that's going to support a greener future and a more sustainable community, what would it be?
Habiba, you're starting.
I would say is to be more conscious when you're shopping, and just always have that in the back of your mind. Where is my investment going? Read your labels by conscious consumerism. I mean, read your labels, know your brand, do your research, get to know the background of the brand's ethics, get to know your brands, which brands you're buying from, the fabric of the outfit or of the bag that you have, and all in all, it comes to your own practices, you as a person, reducing your consumerism levels, and asking yourself, do I really need this outfit? Do I really need to buy, not only in fashion, even in general, do I really need this much groceries? Do I really need this many things in my house? So we need to learn how to be conscious when it comes to consuming, and be intentional with that. Like I said, the most sustainable outfit is the one in your closet, but then when we're being practical, we need to actually be mindful when we are consuming. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you, Habiba. Nadia?
I, of course, agree with everything Habiba just said. It's just a short closing remark, like Habiba said, just to sum it up. We need to consume less. That's it. We use too much. Just to give another number, currently we just reached 8 billion people, and there is enough clothes on Earth for the coming 6 generations.
Wow.
So I can't do the math, but I know it's a lot. And we don't need it. We really do not need that much. So it comes back to being a mindful consumer and using less, using what we already have, and rethink what we already own, and repair it, refuse, recycle, reduce.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nadia.
You're
Some
welcome.
very, very important key takeaways here. It's really inspiring to see how sustainability is now evolving in the UAE, and definitely both of you are playing a key role in this transformation. Your insights make it very clear that while a journey to sustainability can have its challenges,
Yes.
the opportunities to create lasting change are endless.
I just want to add on Habiba's note about collaboration through creativity, because we talked a lot about collaborations where we are showcasing products, but a collaboration that we are extremely proud of in Hello&GoodBuy is we're inviting different small women communities in Abu Dhabi into our showroom, where we call it a styling event, which it is, where I'm talking about how do you use what's already in your wardrobe. We've already talked a lot about that, and we are targeting different women communities depending on where they are in life. Later this month, we're going to have an event where we are going to be speaking to women who've just had children or have had babies, which means the woman body is always changing. And we all know that as a woman, we are constantly under pressure to look our best, and we're also always told, this is not what you're supposed to look like. You're supposed to look this way. You're supposed to be acting this so and so. That's another topic I could talk a lot about, but I won't. But we want to make everyone feel their best, and the power of dressing, because it is a power. We've all put a lot of thought into what are we wearing today. So what we do, and it's a really powerful collaboration with the women communities of Abu Dhabi, we are looking at where are these amazing women in their life, what is it that what changes have they gone through recently with their bodies, and then we are catering the styling to, I've just had a baby, I would like to not emphasize on these parts on my body, I would like to emphasize on this, I'm very proud of this, I have long legs, I want to showcase that. So we are facilitating a way how to use what's already in your wardrobe, because again, the most sustainable shopping, but how to think differently. And we've done it with mom communities, we've done it with menopausal communities, we have done it with women of all paths of life. And the takeaway is always, oh, really? This was so insightful. I didn't know that these small little changes with what's already in my wardrobe could be so impactful, could be so empowering to how I feel. And while I was a bit nervous starting these styling events, for many reasons, like it's never comfortable being on camera, right? The feedback that we are getting after each and every one of them, it really goes to show that, oh, we're on the right path of a collaboration here with the different communities and helping anyone or every woman to feel just slightly better about herself. And all these women are gorgeous. It's just we get insecure. It's so empowering and so inspirational to be a part of that journey and be a part of that collaboration. So that's another really strong and powerful way to collaborate with, again, communities, which is the backbone of all of our businesses, really.
Can I include one more?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So one of the biggest collaboration that I find impactful as well, what we've done so far with Fashion Revolution UAE is the schools collaboration with the universities, and this is very important because the young people are our future generation, and collaborating with them, you see how passionate they are, driven to actually be part of this sustainable movement, whether it's fashion, whether it's design, and when we see them creating sustainable fashion designs and we put them together with different universities to upcycle, to be creative, to even use sustainable fabrics, to just see how they can be creative as well by what we teach them or how we educate them and the amount of awareness that they get through this. It's amazing to see how they're willing to learn and apply it on their day-to-day, not only just in their schools but also in their personal life. And this fosters a future generation where young people are going to be the ones who are spearheading sustainability. So I find schools and educational institutions a very powerful collaboration. Yes.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Habiba. And I just love how the one element that stands out every time is community.
Yes.
Community.
Yeah. It's the year of community.
Exactly. So you guys are definitely on the right path. Thank you so much, ladies. Today's discussion has shed the light on the dynamic evolution of sustainable consumerism and ethical fashion in the UAE. Nadia and Habiba, through Hello&GoodBuy and through Trashion Kenya and Fashion Revolution UAE, are not only transforming shopping and fashion in the UAE, but they're also pioneering a broader movement towards environmental consciousness. Their efforts exemplify how innovation and dedication can drive significant change. Nadia and Habiba, thank you so much for sharing your inspiring journeys and perspectives.
Thank you so much, Ryma, for having us today as well. It's such a great honor.
Thank you for having us and for bringing a lot of really important questions to the table. Thank you.
Thank you. To our audience, we invite you all to consider the insights shared today, but also to reflect on how you can contribute to a more sustainable future. And remember, small, conscious choices can collectively lead to a substantial impact. Thank you for tuning in to She Powers Sustainability, and stay connected for more stories of women leading the way to a greener future. Until next time, let's all take steps that power sustainability.